Greetings, GameCola faithful, and welcome back to more Dragon Warrior 2. I'm James.
I'm Jetty.
And I'm Nathaniel. And we have a fourth party member now. Check out this cool wizard who's dragging behind us.
Yeah, woohoo! Come on, let's go. Oh, no. This way. Come on.
I wonder if he's our special guest who is supposed to be here, who is not here. We did promise you special guests on this playthrough. We will get some eventually.
We will definitely get some special guests, but also scheduling is difficult.
We're adults.
Yes. Real life makes fun video game things hard. All right.
It's almost as bad as trying to get a D&D campaign going.
Oh gosh, don't even get me started on that. But last time we so we have the Princess of Moonbrook, Illyth. I forget her full name. Illyth. That's right.
Ooh.
We started training her up to fight the various monsters, and we encountered baboons, which are scary and horrible and very, very, very powerful. But beyond
what's
that,
our plan?
I was gonna say, beyond that, I don't really think we have any immediate ideas of where we need to go next. I have a couple ideas here in my notes.
Well, why don't we go explore? We actually have some unexplored continent to the south of us.
Yes.
And to the west of us.
Indeed. Oh.
We're too busy talking to pay attention to the monster sneaking up on us.
What?
Yep.
Sneaking up in order to run away?
Yeah. Listen, we got the drop on him. This is perfect. But I mean,
that's what the big hand was up for, right? The magician was waving.
Wait, hang on.
Yeah.
See, the funny thing is that, you know, in some RPGs, if I'm in an area and I get the drop on enemies and I'm like, I don't really feel like fighting these guys, I will use that advantage because I believe it's a guaranteed runaway if you get the drop on them. So, you know, I can't blame him. All right, 4 army ants.
So, sorry, here's a question, right?
Mm-hmm.
Which would win in a fight? An army ant or a leggy ant?
So a centipede is what you're saying.
Oh man, yeah, that's true.
Oh dear.
Sorry, I don't know why, but for some reason this week I just kept thinking about like, well, what about the leggy ant?
I have to admit, it took me longer than I like to say before I got the play on words you were making. I was like, leg? What? I haven't seen a leggy ant in this game. Uh-oh.
So
hey, it's just one. There's one. It's fine.
Yeah.
One of the games, is it 4? Lets you watch Coliseum battles where monsters go up against each other and you bet on them. I'm remembering this correctly, right?
4 definitely does that, yeah.
So, and I always think it's interesting when you can see monsters that are normally attacking you, attacking each other, and seeing how they fare in battle. There's a YouTube channel, I believe it's called Mega Man Victory, that pits Mega Man bosses with their usual AI against each other without Mega Man present, so you can see who would win in a fight based on their usual attack patterns and damage output, and I think that's interesting.
Well, oh man, because like, I'm not super familiar with, you know, every robot master, but like Crash Man I know doesn't do anything unless you do. So if you had Crash Man versus Crash Man, they just stare at each other.
Pretty much.
That's always what I like in the games when there's just a boss that doesn't start doing anything until you make a move.
Yeah.
I think oh gosh, I forget which one. I think Dustman might be that way, or Skullman or something also does that.
Yeah.
Skullman's the one you're thinking of, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can imagine that there's several pairings that they just kind of sit there and like, not feeling it today.
Yeah. Okay, you go first. All right, come on.
Yeah.
Boy, these are some really pitiful HP and MP increases we've been having lately.
Yeah, right?
If it's just 1 HP, why bother at that point? Come on.
Yeah.
Let me check my health.
Would you rather have no HP?
Well, At this point, sometimes it feels like that's how much HP I have. All right, so there's Moonbrook. I don't believe we've continued on past Moonbrook to see what else is around.
And again, my recommendation is hug the coastline wherever you can, or hug the mountains. Anything that you can't walk through, hug that, or just follow the clearly labeled path that's like, we just cleared all of the underbrush. Here's the way you should be walking.
Yeah. Man,
we did go over here to get to the swamp, though, right?
Yeah, but we stuck a little northeast of here.
Right. Okay. Yeah. We can go this way.
2 in a row.
Oh, again.
Is that Illyth? Yes, it is.
Yeah, well, it has to be, right?
Power by 1.
Wow.
More reaction speed. Ooh, max MP by 9, and another new spell. What could it be?
When are they going to start telling us what spells they learned?
Yeah, that would be nice.
Sorry, I just thought she learned clothes.
Ooh, I wonder if that's a multi-target fire spell.
Ooh.
That would be huge if so.
Big
oh, good. Let me test it out on this single enemy. Thank you, game.
Come on, one more level up. Nah.
Yeah, I was waiting for
that would be nice, honestly. Okay,
so James, I mean, go wander, follow the mountains, or follow the water, whatever.
Oh, hey,
look
at down there.
There's a thing.
Oh, and then here's the 4 bridges.
Yep.
Okay,
but we
so
can't get there, but we can go look at it using this little peninsula.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna have to clearly cross some of these bridges here to get around, or not. Never mind. All right, well, let's attack the Magidraki. And let's try Infernos.
Yeah.
Oh, we're going to waste an attack.
Yeah!
Oh, it's fine.
Okay, good.
Just testing it out.
Very nice. Oh, man, and that did a lot of damage as well. That could really help against the baboons.
Or the 4 big rats.
Yeah, or the 4 big rats.
It might be overkill on the 4 big rats, but if we're planning on popping back to town and healing up before we go on a proper excursion to the soda can down there.
Yep, I did not, being the being the distracted person I am, I did not check how much MP Infernos actually costs when we used it back there. I'm guessing
somewhere
probably
between a 0 and non-zero amount.
Yes.
Probably.
Yep, I would guess that is statistically correct. Oh, ouch.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, Illy. Yeah.
Illy doesn't have very big hips.
Let's heal it up. Ba-da-ba-da-ba. And she only has 37 hit points. That is not much. So I think the way that I might get down to that little tower or whatever it is probably by going to the east up by Hamlin. Because that is an area that I tried to explore, but there were, the baboons and other strong enemies. Because it seems that when I go sort of east and southeast from the Moonbrook area, I am sort of cut off. Unless I can...
Well, why don't we go south? Why don't we go due south as far as we can?
All right. And I do have the spell of return, so if need be...
Yeah. All right, so why don't we just wander, keep following west, because we haven't explored all the way out this way either.
Sure.
Because this feels like an exploration run, and just keep leveling as we're exploring, push that as far as we can, then escape back to town.
Yep. Honestly, it feels really good to have the return spell relatively early, because then as long as I keep just a little bit of HP, or MP rather, ouch, menu fumbling. Okay, that works as well. Then I can always, do a quick little escape back to safety.
Now, you were talking about last time. You were starting to tell us your opinion on this game because we were asking, and we had a discussion after the recording, of course, of how your opinion has changed on this game now that you're further into it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So interested to hear more detailed thoughts of what you'd rate it, what you like about it, what you're not as fond of. How does it compare to the first one?
Certainly, because of course, as we have discovered, a lot of our best conversations happen after the recording stops because, you know, of course it does. Anyway, sorry, focusing on battle here. So my opinion of the game, when those baboons came about and the difficulty seemed like it kind of spiked here, and these zombies as well, a little bit pesky with their surround spell. But again, so far, I feel like I am enjoying this game slightly more than Dragon Warrior 1, mainly due to a lot of the improvements that have been made. The battle system has more variety in it. The encounter rate apparently is significantly higher.
Yeah.
So, you know, the music is better. The graphics seem to be improved. The fact that we have multiple party members means that, well, I guess battles, again, are probably roughly about the same pace as they were before, but it feels like more is going on. More has been happening so far
GameCola
throughout this
could use a
adventure.
top off with health.
Yes. Well, army ants.
Burn him!
Oh.
That's true. I'll heal GameCola and Infernos.
Now they're fire ants.
Yep. And again, I'm not checking how much MP that used. I want to say that was 4 MP, but that doesn't seem right.
I believe it was 4. Might have been 5.
Okay. Ooh,
Well,
hey.
you were at 29 the last time I paid attention to it, so it's either
Oh dear, a
8 or 4.
carnivog. Whoa.
Okay, well, let's maximum pain on the baboons because they're a known quantity of awful.
Yes,
Yeah.
I'm gonna heal GameCola. Actually, you know what?
No.
Fireball on the carnivog.
Well, no, I try and
Heal.
destroy the baboons because I can guarantee you whatever you're going to do isn't going to take out the carnivog, but it might take out a baboon.
Okay.
Yeah, combined with
Infernos.
the
Baboon.
Infernos, yeah. Baboon.
Okay, we got that guy down.
Great. I feel like that was the least useful combination. Oh well.
Okay.
So, suggestion.
Yes.
If you have Illy fireball the baboons again, that should take both of them out.
Mm-hmm.
GameCola can start attacking the carnivog and then
I think Orfeo
heal
should
someone. Or, yeah, either or. And actually, if you have any medical herbs, I mean, it's too late for this, but if you have any medical herbs, it might have been good for GameCola to heal
I think we're fine.
someone
Okay.
as well.
Right?
Just playing defensively.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's heal up GameCola now.
A spell.
Actually, you know what? Orfeo can fireball. Illy
But
can
also
heal
make sure that
more
you're
on
saving
GameCola.
some magic to return home.
That's true.
Yeah, I think we're good.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay, well,
Ooh.
move on.
Now,
116
so-
experience. All right, let's go ahead, check our items.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's use a medical herb.
Well, actually, at this point,
yeah.
as long as we're saving enough to teleport home,
Mhm.
I might heal up just enough to get to the monolith that we're walking toward.
Mm-hmm.
And then immediately after we're done there, like, bank on not having multiple encounters.
Yes.
I mean, it's not really a monolith. It's more of a dilith, right?
Well, it's the stone thing.
Well, there's two
when
of
in
them.
need, visit the houses of healing.
I will.
Oh, okay, that
Oh,
was it.
Okay.
Okay, so yeah, let's zip back now.
All right. That was a lovely jaunt.
Well, now we
Woo!
oh,
I
What
feel
were you
like
gonna say, Jetty?
do we want to check first what the EXP requirement is for Illy to level up? Because I feel like Illy should be close if we want to, like, you know, kind of max. Like, if we could just go get like one fight, level them up, and then
Mm,
go to the end.
1600, 1091. Oh, you're right.
44,
Very close.
yeah. And I feel like in this area we can survive. Like we can, I mean, we're already here, so we can just like spam healing spells on everybody and then just beat things up.
Yeah.
Oh, we're actually good. For some reason, I thought we were still like 14.
Yeah, we're
There's
we're
our
all
leggy
right.
ants.
Yeah, they are. It's them. And honestly, if we're just gonna be healing up, I might as well just go, full send on all the magic here. Just Infernos.
Beat it up. Very nice, very nice.
It's nice that this magic feels like it does anything. I feel like in just a couple games from now in the series, the multi-hit magic starts being kind of weak.
Mm-hmm. Reaction speed by 5. Good defense. Okay, max HP by 1, MP by 4. Well, at least we get the MP increase that will heal up.
Yeah.
But yeah, she is still very squishy. We have 1,200 gold. I should see what we can buy.
Yeah, I was going to ask, what are we saving up for next? Is there another upgrade we can look forward to?
I don't remember. Well, let's see what we've currently got here.
Armor or something?
The Iron Spear, I think, was 1,000 gold or something close to that.
770, I want to say, something like that.
Yeah, there was definitely another item. Maybe it was the full
like
plate
2,000,
armor.
I want to say. Yeah.
There was some piece of equipment we got that was just pretty expensive for GameCola, and we found that Orfeo and Illyth are not as easily equipable with the best of gear, which I think is unfortunate.
We just saved, so.
Oh, did we? Well,
yeah.
But the thing is that we then
save.
leveled up and then... Okay.
I specifically just said I don't want to save. I just wanted to catch the experience numbers. So let's actually go and save. I should have just saved anyway, because why not? Whew. Illyth needs 1,200 now.
That's so weird. Like, it seems like so much, right? Because, well, I guess not really, because I don't know what the starting point was for the other two. Because, like, right now they're all going to level around the same time.
Now, do we want to head back to the previous town and to check what the equipment is? Or actually, is there... Because I don't believe there's an equipment... Actually, no, there is. There is an equipment shop in this town. What am I thinking? It's right over here. Excuse me.
Excuse me, sir.
Pardon me. Okay. Okay, the broadsword would be good for GameCola, because currently we've got the Iron Spear. The full plate armor we already have. The steel shield seems awful expensive, and I'm not sure how worth it. That is probably like a secondary item that we'll think about later on, because I don't think that the shields are always as good of an increase.
Well, although that's true, any increase in defense in this game is probably going to be useful.
Yeah,
because of how soft and squishy everybody kind of is with these monsters.
Yeah, the thing that's frustrating as well is that although gear definitely is that we have to, I guess it's a double-edged sword here because
it's shield.
Yeah, sorry.
It's a broadsword.
Well, if it has only one side, you could see through it through the other way, but but yeah, so the double-edged sword, I'm thinking about exploring. I'm going to continue exploring where we were by that monolith.
Going on the other side?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. Because I'm also going to say, as much as we could afford the broadsword right now if we sold the Iron Spear, I always like to, sort of skip right over to the next thing. So if we are anywhere close at all to the next better item in the next town,
just save up for that.
Yeah.
Yeah. But anyway, these battles keep interrupting me. Case in point. But the double-edged sword between all my party members not being able to equip all of the gear. On the one hand, that sucks because it means that they are I guess you're sort of artificially weaker than my main character. But on the other hand, it also means I don't have to worry about spending 1,000 or 2,000 gold per character every time we get to, or more, every time we get to a new town with new equipment. Because I know that only some of us are going to be able to equip any given piece of something. So, and also
could probably use a little health.
Yeah, and also being able to sell things for 75% of their original value also really helps offset that, I will say.
Oh, come on.
Ooh, okay. Time for...
we got Infernos.
Yeah, I'm
I
just
think
going
we
to
can
attack...
fight in just Infernos. Yeah.
Oop, yeah.
Fight. Fight.
Okay. Infernos. Ow.
Now, another option is to
Wow.
sleep them the first time.
Yeah, ow.
When there's 4 of them, given the amount of damage they're dishing out.
Yikes. Oof, I don't know about this.
Now, the caveat here is if Illy dies before Orf gets a turn, that's a doubly wasted turn.
Yeah, at that point
Yeah.
we might as well just reset and reload.
Nah, I think we're fine.
Well,
We'll just go
because
back
it's
to
going to
town.
cost a couple 100 gold to resurrect her
yeah.
is the thing. And we just saved.
Come on, come on, come on, come on.
Oh,
Come on, come on, come on. Oh, okay, we're good.
Okay.
Yeah, we're fine.
okay, that's how we're doing it. Now, at this point, let's heal out of battle. Let's just take out the moon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nope. Yikes.
Wow.
At least the baboon went last that time. The last couple of times they went first.
Yeah.
Wow.
Honestly, I might just march back to town and go to the inn.
Yeah.
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 Oh, except for the fact
Baboons.
that...
Oh.
Okay. Yeah, baboon.
So, I don't know if you finished your thought before about how much what you're liking about this game, what you're not, and you were talking about a score for it as well.
Yes. So, again, generally speaking, so far, I feel like more has been happening. I feel like there's just a lot of improvements in the general gameplay feel. I would say right now it's like a 6.5 out of 10, I would say. It was a 7, but the sort of difficulty spike in that it feels like progress is being slowed now by how difficult the battles are becoming.
Yeah.
And so that has started to sort of wane my enthusiasm just a little bit. But so far, still relatively positive outlook on this game.
Okay. Yeah, the thing about the difficulty here as well is that there's, even though you do have options, I feel like you're kind of limited in what you should be doing in some of these battles.
Smoke, oh no, the forest is on fire. Say that again, Nathaniel. I only half registered it.
Yeah, I feel like you're head west. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I just wanted to make sure we were still going where we thought we were going. I feel like the strategy on some of these battles, you kind of have to play a very specific way, even though you have the freedom to, maybe I'll cast a fireball, maybe I'll heal, maybe I'll do Infernos, maybe I'll sleep, maybe I'll just attack. That even though you've got choices, I feel like some of these, there's not really a choice. Like, there's a good way and a bad way to go about the battle.
It's, in some ways, it's a bit like the illusion of choice. You just have a lot of options, but generally speaking, a specific set or subset is almost always the best choice, if I'm understanding.
And with Dragon
right.
Warrior 1, each monster was to some extent a little bit like a puzzle. Was it across this bridge? I thought
believe
it was above the castle.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
I think
Okay.
it was to the. I think it was
Okay,
to the
all right.
west,
We'll see.
southwest.
Yeah.
But in Dragon Warrior 1, the monsters were, I mean, not really the early ones, which are just beat them up and then run back home when you run out of HP. But some of the mid-later ones were a little bit of a puzzle of, okay, you have a very limited number of options. What's the best sequence? Do I try and put this one to sleep? Is it too resistant? Do I take a risk on this? Should I even be in this area in the first place? Like, there wasn't a lot of choice, but every choice had a lot of weight to it.
Yeah.
I just realized we have 1,600 gold, so we could actually probably buy that broadsword for GameCola potentially.
I'm saying that there's going to be another town and we're going to have better options.
Yeah, I think you have a good point. But yeah, that's an interesting observation, Nathaniel, and I think that you're definitely right that the more limited options, ooh, antidote herb? A copper sword,
Huh.
Wow!
Oh,
What
yeah.
the heck is a Babel doing with one? How does
Some
it even
poor
wield it?
adventurer tried to attack it, got eaten by it, and that was all that was left.
Oh.
Fireball. And
That's not going to do anything.
oh, boom!
Well, okay.
I
Guess
it
it
didn't need
do
to. But yeah.
Seemed kind of.
Oh, you're right. Yeah. Oh, that's why. I think we came around. Maybe we came around top and then down the bridge last time, or maybe I'm just making everything up.
I think you're
we
making
did,
everything up.
'cause-
All roads lead to this monolith, unilith,
Yep.
megalith, whatever it is.
Yeah.
Dilith.
All right. Actually, you know what? Let's attack. Well, because the smokes can actually cast stop spell, which is something I do need to be aware of.
But with this combination, it's not too bad. You can take out the battles in one hit, and the smokes aren't terribly threatening.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, nice.
Pow.
That's also a nice feeling, dodging multiple attacks.
Mm-hmm. And yeah, like generally speaking, I am. Yeah, there's just kind of, it's a lot of like trade-offs between the more complex battle system, and I mean just even having multiple party members and multiple enemies to fight at once. It's difficult for me to say how much is like, is this really moving things forward, or is it really just sort of doing the same thing but in a slightly different way? Because again, battles are progressing, I think, roughly the same pace, but the sensation of them, the feeling of battle, the subjective experience, whoa, is terrifying. Wait, hang on.
Yeah.
Ghost rat. Wait, so we had ghost mice, and now we have ghost rats.
Yeah.
Interesting. All right. Well,
Which don't
baboons.
look terribly ghosty to me, but what do I know?
Yeah, I'm not quite sure.
think-
I wonder if maybe that was a mistranslation or something, or just they made it up. Yeah, fireball on the baboons, and then we're going to, because we so far have not been able to kill the baboons in one hit, I'm going to Infernos on
Yeah.
the baboons for good measure.
Yeah.
I agree. Yeah. And then every next hit
Ouch!
should
Those
kill a
ghost rats
baboon.
are.
Yikes.
Oh no!
Oh. Oh, and no Infernos.
She did get Infernos off, luckily.
Oh, right. Okay, yeah.
But now.
Well, there goes our death count increase.
Yep, ding. All right, fireball. Yeah, these ghost rats are also no joke.
It's kind of rough because honestly, they just kind of picked on Illy, who's the weakest, and that's the only thing that got it. If they had spread it out a bit, we would have been fine. So now the question is, dare we continue at all? Or should we go straight back to town? Like, do we want to just see if there's a town immediately to our left?
Yeah.
Nope.
It
So
doesn't
you
look
wanna go-
promising.
Okay, I
Okay.
think we can deal
We
with
took
those.
this one before, but also Illy is not gaining experience for this.
This
Right,
is
and
true.
that's my main thing.
That is a very good
the
point.
weakest. Yeah.
Pow. Okay. I just want to do a
But
little bit more exploring.
Okay, just see if we can see something. Up. Is there anything?
Wow,
No?
there
Okay.
is a whole lot of nothing here.
Yeah, definitely want to go back to town.
Yeah, all right. I think we can take these guys, and I've got plenty of magic for a return spell. Oh, interesting. They are very resistant to physical damage. That's what makes these guys special. Oh, poison.
That's interesting, because, we're going to be teleporting out of here. So that's interesting, because I was thinking, like, man, these guys don't really have a lot of hit points. They died in, 25, which is, like, comparable to the centipod, right? But if you're saying that you are required to use magic against them, then that makes a bit more sense.
Yeah.
Which is interesting to introduce you to that so early.
All right,
well, and I like this too, because it makes the fireball spell a little more useful as you're leveling up and your regular attack is getting better.
I'm curious.
And you're relying on that more.
I cannot use Illyth's spell. Alas, poor Illyth is dead. All right, well...
did we say that we wanted to...
Oh, we almost have 2,000
ask them
gold.
to revive the person and then say no?
Yes, that's a good point. I want to see what message is here.
Yeah. Oh, it's the same one
interesting.
as the other
It's
one.
the same message?
That's funny.
That's actually
we use leeches to suck the death away.
Yeah, I was going to say how I was like... I could see it for being like the detoxicate, sure, but for revival? That doesn't seem right. All right.
I do appreciate that the window says whom.
Mm-hmm. In correct form.
Oh, rare.
All right, and now...
What's her HP like?
1.
Yeah,
Okay.
let's keep that in
Oh,
mind.
you know what?
And we're
Actually, let's
poisoned.
detoxicate. See if it will,
Yeah, unless it's going to be cheaper.
Yeah, I want to see...
Well,
Oh, okay.
Well, no, because we said that it's like,
It
you
is
do have
cheaper
to pick
to
individually.
use to do herbs.
That's so weird, right?
Yeah, I was thinking it was like on the whole party, but he just asked who is the patient,
Right.
so...
Yeah. That's so weird. Why would it do it that way?
I think if you hit a
'cause of
town
this?
that has... Yeah, I mean, it's the convenience of not having to go through this menu. It's the convenience of not having to have inventory space for it. And it's also in case you're ever in a location where there's a healer but not a shopkeeper.
That's a good point.
Gotcha. Okay, and let's grab another one from you, just for emergencies. Let's give it to Illy.
We do still have a wing in reserve, right?
We do.
Yeah.
Just in case our teleporter
I
is
have
busted.
2. Yep, I have 2 of them. Oh, you know
and
what?
sell
Let's
the
sell
copper
that
sword.
copper sword.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, we have 2 wings.
Yeah. Yep. 75 pieces of gold. Not bad.
That's not bad. It's like a battle.
Yep. Oh yeah, I think I'm gonna go ahead and buy the...
Oh, hold on.
Hmm?
Do we want the shield?
I like the shield.
Yeah, I guess
We're
we
doing
are...
enough. We're doing
Yeah.
enough damage. We're just
Right, we
taking
can kill
too
a lot.
much damage.
Yeah, that's a
Right.
good point. All right, very well. Let's go ahead and save, just in case.
And then we will, of course, want to pass the shield around to see who can equip it.
Yes,
Right,
because
'cause if,
ideally I
if Illy
think
could
Illyth
equip
should
it-
be the one. Ooh, Orfeo's
Yeah.
close to a level up. Yeah, Illyth is definitely the #1 candidate for that shield if we can. Just purely because she has the fewest hit points. A battle on the bridge.
Is this Final Fantasy V?
Yeah. Oh, interesting. I was thinking Chrono Trigger.
Oh, yeah. Well, no, there's
So
There's
many
a-
battles
songs
on
that
bridges.
everybody loves is called Battle on Big Bridge
Yeah.
or something.
Oh, interesting. I have not
I
played
was going
Final
to
Fantasy.
suggest going after the cobras, actually, because the magicians have had a tendency to flee.
That's true.
And they can usually get off a shot before anyone else.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pow.
I've seen bigger cobras.
Shh, don't jinx it. I don't need a bigger cobra to show up.
Mega Cobra shows up.
Yep.
Biggest cobra.
Yeah.
And then followed by one after that, biggerest cobra.
All right.
I think we want to evaporate the lizard fly first, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, they can use Fireball.
Yep. I do think I remember this again just mainly from discussions of, I think it was Dragon Warrior 3, is that some enemies, typically whoever is in the front of the party takes the most attacks, or takes the most frequent number of attacks. But there are certain enemy types which their sort of internal AI for determining who to attack is they pick one specific party member regardless of position, and then all of them just attack that one person. So they basically gang up on someone. And then
Which I like as a concept. I do appreciate when monsters have different choices about, okay, who am I going to attack? Or the ones like always go after the one with the highest HP or the lowest HP or the most MP or whatever. Like I like when they have, but I also like when there's some sort of clue as to what they're gonna do. Like, if you called it like a vengeful centipod, like that would be a little bit of a clue of, oh, whoever attacks it first is the one that it targets now. Something like that.
Wow, Illyth.
Wow,
yeah, Illyth's
tremendous blow.
tremendous blow was only 13 damage.
Yikes.
So maybe a top off for Orf. I feel like below 30 is probably safe.
Yeah.
Or recommended, maybe.
Well, below 30 means most of the time for Illyth.
Oh, the magic hand.
That was my favorite area in Earthbound. Or Mother, actually. I guess it would be Magic Hand.
Both.
Is it in both? I forget. It's been a long time.
Well, I think it's also in the first one. Definitely Earthbound.
Okay.
It's been a long time since I played Earthbound 0, which is what it was branded as.
Yep.
I've never actually sat down to play it. I feel like at some point I should.
I think
I don't know that I'm better for it.
the game as released, as I understand it, is a huge grind fest.
Yeah, it's very rough around the edges. There's a lot of big empty spaces with nothing. And there's some challenges that I just found frustrating. And it also does a lot of things that Earthbound just does better. So it's like, it's interesting as a scholar of video game history to experience it. And if you're really, really, really in love with the series, like maybe you'll find something to enjoy about it. It still does have some charm. There's still some moments in there that I really enjoyed. And maybe not really, really enjoyed, but there's moments in there that I liked that were worth experiencing. But the entire package felt like a sort of first effort at a game concept that would eventually turn into Earthbound.
And I recently got a couple of reproduction NES cartridges from someone I know who makes them, and one of those games that I got was sort of Earthbound 0 or Earthbound Beginnings. I think it might have also been I think that was the official one, but it's been the actual ROM chips inside are actually updated with a fan patch, which was made for the 25th anniversary of the series. And so it basically gives the game a graphical facelift and also adds a bunch of at least little details to the world map to fill in all of those sort of empty areas. And it also, I think slightly reduces the encounter rates, and which this game could use apparently.
Speaking of which,
yeah. And it also bumps.
Oh, that's right.
I think
that's right.
I think it doubles the amount of experience and gold that you get from defeating enemies, just to significantly cut down on grinding.
So we're
All right.
poisoned.
oh, do we want to? Yeah.
Wrong one.
Nope, I got it.
Oh, I thought I got it backwards of who was the target of that one.
Yeah.
The other thing about Mother Earthbound Zero, Earthbound Beginnings that bugged me was the way the equipment upgrades went. One of the most important things in me enjoying an RPG is having this steady diet of new equipment to look forward to buying or to discover in a dungeon somewhere and be like, oh wow, this is cool. Yeah, I definitely want to use this. And that game, as I recall, has only like 2 vendors in the entire game, and not many weapons at all or armor or anything like that you just find randomly lying around that I remember. But it's so long between times when you can upgrade that you're stuck with the exact same equipment for the majority of it. And I remember that there's only like a couple of pieces of equipment that anyone can even equip in the first place.
Yeah. No, I guess I have found that
Oh, scented
want-
breath. Oh, goodness, they're trying to put me
Oh.
to sleep. Oh, man, that is a terrible combination of baboons and things that can put me to sleep.
Oh, yikes. That'd be rough.
Yikes. All right, we are gonna, again, just,
Well,
I'm going.
I would start saving your magic, though, unless you need to use it on
All right,
something.
then Orfeo will attack Illyth, because Illyth doesn't have return, so I'm gonna have her
and
still
and
go.
you've still got 40 mips, so that's good.
Yeah. I feel like we're good. Yeah, like as long as Illy doesn't die, we can get to the next town wherever it is in our current state.
Yeah.
Assuming we can find it, because I thought that there's that little oasis that seemed like it might be. And again, what did you say when I need visit the houses of healing? That's great, but
if
you're
there
not
was
telling
one.
me where one is. And there's just mountains to the south, so there's nowhere good to go there.
Yeah. Now, so there's kind of 2 options. One is crossing the desert. The other is following the mountains and trying to go to the south.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
So,
that's a good point.
I'm up for either, but let's, kind of pick one.
Yep.
But yeah, my problem is, I want to be excited about an older game, right? That like I do, have an affinity. I have nostalgia for older games.
We're going to be here another turn if we do that. So either have everybody attack or have her cast spells.
Did we hit everything with Infernos already?
Yeah, we hit everything with Infernos already.
I might just go full
then I would
offensive
say-
here.
Okay.
Yeah, I would say have
Well, with Orf as well, but oh well.
Yeah, because
Oh, it's fine.
in the end.
It
But
worked.
Ooh, level
Yeah.
up.
Orfeo.
Oh, it's Illyth.
Oh,
I think Orfeo already leveled up. Ooh,
Oh.
good defense buff for her for that
Nice,
7
finally.
reaction speed.
Oh boy.
And a new spell.
Oh, and a new spell. Can it be something useful?
Surround. Hey,
Surround.
that could be useful against the baboons, perhaps.
I feel like it's better for bosses. Like,
Maybe.
not
Well, assuming
around
that
long
bosses
enough.
are even
Heal more,
vulnerable to
though.
it.
Do we want to use that much MP?
Yeah, I guess that's true. I don't know. Should I just use an item at this point?
Oh, you know what? No. Well, how much is the return spell?
I don't know.
Why don't we assume 6? Because I want to say that's what it was previously.
Okay.
Also, how much money do we have?
Over 2,000.
Okay, because maybe we invest in a
2,500.
shield.
Woo.
Maybe we invest in a shield before we start poking around here.
Yeah, I suppose we could
I
just warp
think-
back to the town and then equip the shield and make this journey again.
well, yeah, I feel like we're already almost there. I want to say let's push forward.
Yeah, let's keep poking around. All right, we've got 15 MP.
All right. So which way are we going? We gonna go up north through the desert, or are we gonna follow the mountains?
We are gonna go probably nowhere and back to the first town after this battle, because this might be as much as we can do.
Yeah, fight.
Inferno.
No, focus on the same group.
Yeah, I am.
Well, aren't we?
No, you didn't. One was Ghost Rat, and one was Baboon.
I thought we both did Baboon.
Nah, I saw Ghost Rat.
Okay.
The intention was to do focused assault.
Yeah. Yes.
But it wouldn't be the first time I've
Nice.
fumbled in the menus here.
Nice. Okay, yeah, we're good. Yeah.
Ugh.
And then... Fight.
Fight. Because if we fight, we take them out.
Yeah. One less round.
Nope.
Yeah, and see, that would have been a waste on Orf's part.
Yeah.
Oh, and they can call for help. Yikes. Alright, well, at least I don't have someone to heal anymore and use MP on. Oh, good. Level up.
And we leveled. Man.
Power by 5.
Let's see.
What is it with these pitiful increases in...
Yeah, let's.
So it's a bit.
right.
We're ready to go back, just in case. Like, imagine if that was like another 3 baboons, and we don't have Infernos anymore.
Yeah, and we don't want to lose all of this money that we're about to spend.
Yeah, I'm gonna fireball here just to...
I think the why am I blanking on this? The protocol has to be, if any party member dies, immediately go back to town. Do not chance it, unless you're like 2 feet from a treasure chest.
Yeah.
We're looking out with who they're hitting, right?
Yeah. Orfeo fell asleep, though.
I know, it's fine.
Okay,
it's
we're
fine.
all right.
Yeah. Okay, back to town.
Let's check the magic usage. So I have 11 right now.
Is it gonna be 5?
Yep, so it is 6.
Hey.
All right.
So after we heal up here and patch everybody back up, is this about a time to take a break between episodes?
Sure, but let's grab that. Let's grab that shield first.
Oh yes, of course.
Yeah.
120 pieces of gold. So it seems like it's 20 times their level.
Oof. Yeah, that it goes up. Did we do anything this level? Or sorry, this episode? Did we do anything this episode?
We explored.
Yeah.
Yeah. We chatted.
And we bought a new shield.
But we also leveled up enough to be able to explore as far as we
Illyth
got.
Cannot equip it.
Nope.
Okay.
So try and send it to Middle Dude instead.
No.
Yeah. So
Wow.
Top Dude it is.
Yeah, I mean, so
Brutal.
it is going to save us on MP a bit still, right?
I guess so. I still almost wonder if I should go broadsword to see if I can take out the baboons in one hit with GameCola. But then they're
Well, here's
almost
the thing,
always
though.
in
We are-
groups. So
They're always in groups. We're always casting Infernos. So the extra damage, you know, I can't think of any situation where it's like, oh, if only GameCola had done just a little more damage, this battle would have gone better.
yeah, and I forget if
okay,
she can
yeah.
even equip these things. Hey. Ah.
No, okay.
All right, then I'm gonna sell that leather shield. So okay, so from 43. Now that, mind you, that was without the leather shield, so I don't know what the exact increase was. But anyway, 53 is still something. $68 pieces of gold.
Now, do we want to grab a couple medical herbs to help us in our journey westward?
Probably.
Assuming nobody dies, we will be reaching a point where we'll probably want to use them just to make that last little bit of the journey. Maybe one to each.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right,
Do they still
555.
do slightly more? Nice. Do they still do slightly more than a heal does?
I think so.
Did we
Did you
heal
wanna
up
go
at
to
the
the-
end?
Oh
In-
yeah, good
yeah.
point. Illyth still has. See, now that the
One.
the text box is beige, it's almost indistinguishable from white. Actually.
Hmm. Yeah.
It's noticeable after the fact,
Mhm.
but when you're just
Yeah.
wandering around and talking to a bunch of people, you really do get used to it easily.
Yeah.
Yeah.
2200, 1500, and 1772. All right.
Yeah. Well, with that, I guess this is a good place.
Yeah. We'll see you next time.
Bye bye.